A lot of people know about dirt biking and motocross, but a little people know about a similar sport called trials. I sit down with Neil Carter, who tells us more about trials and how you can get involved.
My name's Neil Carter, and I run a company called Carter Cycles. We're a distributor and an importer for Sherco. Sherco is manufactured in Spain. Sherco makes trials motorcycles and enduro motorcycles and some super motard motorcycles, but I specialize mainly in trials bikes. Carter Cycles is out of Burlington, and we've been the Sherco importer for 11 years now. Well, I've always liked tinkering on bikes, and often some of the better riders aren't really mechanically inclined, so ever since I was a teenager I was always interested in finding out what made them work. The trials is considered to be the ballet or the show jumping of the motorcycle world. It's one of the very first sports that started with motorcycles. People took their bikes off the road and started riding around fields, and trials developed as a result of that. And because it wasn't that difficult to convert a road bike into something which was suitable for riding over logs and rocks and through creeks. Once you got into sports that required a very fast machine, of course, then you needed a more specialized motorcycle with longer travel suspension and a faster engine. But trials, the trials sport is essentially an individual sport, in that it's not necessarily a team sport. You're not racing against other riders. Your natural enemy, if you like, is the organizer, who's trying to set up an obstacle that you can't go over. And if you manage to go over the obstacle without putting your feet down, which is a way of recording points, then you're considered to have cleaned the section, or you've really overcome whatever obstacle the organizers set up in front of you. So the organizer will set up a course to try and take points off you, and the object is to, like golf, to come in with the smallest score at the end of the day. So trials is considered to be a very good introduction to motorcycle riding, because if you can learn how to control your bike at slow speed, then it's a lot easier once you have the momentum of a faster traveling motorcycle to maintain your balance. So trials gives you a very good introduction to all the different facets of controlling a motorcycle: balance and braking and throttle control. For anybody who'd like to try a trials bike before committing to buying one, then there are organizations like Trail Tours out in the Ganaraska, who will rent you a motorcycle clothing, a helmet, boots, for a day, and then they'll send you out with an instructor who can teach you the basics of riding a motorcycle, or how to ride over obstacles, and that's a good way to get involved. On the web, trialsontario.ca or trialscanada.com, and there you'll find a schedule of events, and you'll find email addresses and phone numbers to be able to contact riders who can tell you more about the sport.